Hi guys, so today we're going to be going over my 5 best self-improvement tips that I've learned over the course of about 2 years being on self-improvement. So all these tips I've personally tried out. I might have read them from books or I might have just learned from experience, but I have tested all of them and I can confirm that they work. I'll be going over how I apply them in my life, and there's 5 of them, so let's go. First one's going to be to filter out all negative influences, or at least most of them, because some negative influences can't be controlled. But what I mean by that is when I was just starting self improvement, I was still in that gaming sort of circle because I used to be a gamer, then I tried to start self improvement. And I was still watching like gaming YouTube videos, I was watching like prank videos and all that. And what that does is that when you watch that type of content, you start to desire it more, and you start to desire all the pleasure and all the sort of comfortability that you can get from that sort of lifestyle. And comfortability is not really a part of self improvement that much. So what happens is that you watch these videos and you desire it more, and then you might see yourself going to play video games unconsciously for 2 hours, and then you're like, shoot, why did I play video games for 2 hours, right? Well, it's because you haven't filtered your influence so much that you're still watching stuff that's bad for you, and that's honestly worse than you could imagine, right? So, how to fix that pretty much is for me, I just committed myself that when I was gonna watch a YouTube video, when I was gonna watch a YouTube video, I was gonna watch something either informational or constructive. So I would watch other self improvement YouTubers. I might watch stuff on how to get better at YouTube, but I'm not gonna watch stuff like gaming videos anymore because that's just not what I desire to do. And I want to be motivated to do the things that I want to do. Therefore, I can't be watching that type of content. So let's get into the next one. Now, my next self improvement tip is especially relevant to me recently, which is to find a productive time waster. Now, what I mean by that is you need something that you can do for 5-10 minutes that isn't video games or isn't going on Facebook, because what will happen throughout your day is that you'll be just doing something where you can't be recording a video or reading, right? So for me, I'll give you an example. I'm on vacation, so I have times where I'm just like driving with family or I'm in the bathroom or something. And I don't want to be playing video games during that time because, again, that's not a very disciplined thing to do. I have other stuff. So you need to find something that's somewhat good for you that also allows you to just spend those AFK moments doing, right? So I took up Rubik's Cubing. My record's 40 seconds now. Yeah, it's 40 seconds, although I haven't timed it in a while. So I could probably get faster than that. But just whenever I can't do the traditional self-improvement things and I don't have time and I need to wait. Or I'll give you another example. I was in the DMV this one time and it took forever because it always takes forever. And I was just solving my Rubik's Cube. And I wasn't playing video games or anything. I wasn't listening to music. I was solving my Rubik's Cube for that entire amount of time. And I would argue that solving a Rubik's Cube is a lot better than playing, I don't know, what's the game on mobile? Playing Candy Crush, right? So you need something that you can do for a shorter amount of time that isn't entirely destructive. And that's what I mean by a productive time waster. So let's get into the next one. Okay, so the next tip I have is to dress well. And what I mean by dress well, right now I'm in a collared shirt. It's just the pure reddish, pinkish shirt. And I'm in a hat. This is dressing somewhat appropriately for recording a YouTube video, right? I don't have on a ripped t-shirt. I have on my hat, so you can't see my naps. But it's dressing somewhat presentable. Now, what happens when you dress well, as I say it, or if you just dress with not sort of a really casual attitude, you dress with a fitted shirt, what happens is that people take you a lot more seriously. Because this is something I've learned doing YouTube, that a lot of people just don't take someone dressed really badly seriously. Like if you think about the big YouTubers, right? You think, at least in my space that I watch, you think Hamza, you think Iman Gadzi, you think Adam Earhart. I also think of what's his name, Dan Kennedy. These are all guys who dress in fitted T-shirts, maybe pure black, pure red, pure color, right? They put on a hat and they call it a day, right? So they're putting some amount of effort into their dress, and I feel like when you do that, people just listen to your advice more. They take you a lot more seriously, and they feel like you have something to say because you're dressed well, and that means you take care of yourself. Also, for me specifically, they make dressing well makes people think that I'm a lot older than I actually am, which again gives me credit doing YouTube because people actually listen to my advice more. So that's my third tip. Let's get into the fourth one. All right. So my fourth tip is to seek out pain. Now, pain, if you think about it, is pretty much the driving factor in growth. If you go to the gym and you work out, you'll experience pain because lifting weights is hard. You'll get fatigued and your muscles be sore. But afterwards, you look a lot better, you feel a lot better, and you grow from it. Now, for me, getting onto this, getting on this recording and recording this YouTube video, I don't want to do this. It's like I'm more of an introvert. I don't like going on camera and talking, but I seek out this being uncomfortable and trying to record this YouTube video so I can grow from it. Also, I can't go into the specifics of this, but I had a pretty big fear of bugs, right? So I had a fear of, honestly, any bug that flew and also spiders. But how I got over that is I went to somewhere where I knew there'd be a lot of bugs. Again, I can't go into the specifics because of privacy reasons. But I went to somewhere where I knew there would be a lot of bugs, and I stayed there for 4 days. And that really helped me just get over my fear because when you put yourself in that sort of situation, you have no choice but to adapt, right? Like, I wouldn't be scared of bugs for that entire time because my life would be miserable. So your mind just teaches you to not be scared of bugs anymore because they can't really hurt you, right? So, again, that was really uncomfortable for me. I didn't like that. I didn't like being around all those bugs and all that, but it really helped just strengthen my mind and help me grow, which is usually what happens from pain. So, that's my fourth tip. Now for the last one. Now, my last tip is to have an important goal to strive for. Now, I write my goals in this app called Notion. A lot of people use it, but that's where I write my goals, and I have a list of them. Now, it's a lot. The reason I say that you should have important goals to care about is because when you have a really important goal that you're working towards and you're thinking about 24/7, and then you go to sleep and you dream about it, what happens is that you're not really tolerant of anything that gets in the way of that goal, and anything outside that goal becomes not as important. So for me, let's say, because I'm in school, I go to my class and there's that one random kid being rude and insulting me. It's like I don't really put that much weight on it because he's irrelevant. He doesn't matter. What matters is the important goal that I'm striving for, right? And also, it's a lot easier to do all these things when you do have an important goal, right? So like, it's a lot easier to seek out pain when you have an important goal because that goal will get you through it, right? That goal will get you through the pain. It's also really easy to filter out your negative influences when you have a really big goal to strive for. Because if you have a really big goal that's worthwhile to you and that you really care about, you're not going to be watching things that are irrelevant to that goal. 100% of your mind and your attention is going to be on that goal 24/7. And that's really what I think it takes to succeed above everyone else, right? So those were my 5 tips. I hope you enjoyed it. Watch another one, please. It would really help me. And I'll see you on the next video.